Hello and welcome everybody. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I'm here to do a tarot reading for Donald Trump for the month of June 2020, and I suspend all judgment. This is not about my opinions. If I do get an opinion while I'm shuffling the cards or dealing out the cards, I will tell you that it's me, okay, and not spirit talking. I might do some channeling if it comes through. We'll just see what happens. So let's go to the board now and see what's in store. Okay, so I've already pre-shuffled these cards like I normally do, but I'll just give them a quick shuffle up again. And we're going to do a 5-card spread initially. I like the 5-card spreads because they're no nonsense and sort of the waffling and the fluffery, you know, you don't get much of that with a 5-card spread. Because, you know, tarot readings can go on and we don't all have unlimited amounts of time. Okay, so let's have a look now at the first card, going with that card there. Closing my eyes now. What do I see for Donald Trump? I've got him right here. Wow, he's got a big cliff in front of him to climb. This is a big mountain. It's sheer on one side and you can't actually walk up. You know, have you ever been trekking? I went trekking in Nepal. It was the hardest thing. I went up to Mount Everest base camp. Oh my God, it was the hardest thing, up to the glacier, not to the actual camp. It was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. And that's the sort of phenomenal thing that he's looking at right now. And he's looking at this mountain wondering how he's going to do it. There is a ladder, an aluminium, what do you say in America? Aluminium, we say in Australia, ladder. And that's going to help him get up to a level, up to, I can see a cutting in the mountain, like a natural cutting, and he can get to that platform. So in June, it is a really big effort, but I do feel he's going to get that first level. So let's see. Okay, it's the Hierophant. Okay, this is about knowledge. I feel this is to do with a lot of wisdom and knowledge in some of the people that he has around him. There is a phenomenal amount of knowledge, particularly about social media. Like, these are the top people in their professions, and so they really understand everything to such a, you know, really high degree, to the nth degree, we would say. The keys, okay, so they have the keys of success here. Okay, but with knowledge comes the need or the requirement for wisdom. Wisdom and knowledge are not the same thing. So just because you've got knowledge doesn't mean you know how to actually apply it. But I've got a couple of, I think it's 3 guys here. They're not that old. They're actually about late 30s, early 40s, and they're really nerdy guys. And these are the guys. A big part of his strategy is social media. We already know that because he did that in 2016. But it's like the ante has been upped. Okay, so the ante has been upped. So he's got even more, 50 or 50,000. I don't know what this is. I see the number 50,000, but I don't know what it means. And I see the number 50. I don't know what it means, but maybe it's something like he's got 50,000 volunteers or 50,000 people on social media. I don't know. Anyway, let's have a look at the next card, the second card for June for Donald Trump. What are the energies around him this month? Okay, just looking there, going to go with that card. Closing my eyes now, and what do I see? I'm looking at the same mountain, and there's a vault. There's a door to a vault. Wow, there's a ton of money in that vault. Gosh, and it's almost like, what do you call it? Is it Cheyenne Mountain in Colorado, where the, you know, if ever there's a, you know, doomsday scenario, they all go down there and live in there. There's some sort of base. I see a vault door, and it's a place like that. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's see what it could. I'm going to throw this out there. This is me talking now because I'm guessing here. I keep seeing that Cheyenne Mountain, and there could be some kind of drill or some kind of thing where people have to go into hiding, or but it's only the top brass. It's not like the normal everyday person that goes in there, and could be some sort of practice run, or maybe they're doing emergency procedures or alerts or something like that. All right, and we get the Justice card. Okay, so this is not about human justice per se. Sometimes it can apply to legalities and things like that. So there's legal issues around Donald Trump in June 2020, but it's more about natural law, LORE, and this is about Mother Earth and Spirit, and even the country of America. You know, every country has its own spirit that guides it. And last time I was there, I dreamt regularly of the big American eagle, and it picked me up in its beak and it carried me all around the country. And it had a great, terrible wound in its head, and I was trying to put my hands, because it's so much bigger than me, it was bigger than a house, and I was putting my hands on its head, and I'll say he's not really the right word because it's genderless, but this is a monumental, powerful energy, and it's more like masculine than feminine. Anyway, I was putting my hands on his head trying to heal the wound, the great division in the American psyche. And anyway, so this is about the country and natural law, LORE. There's going to be things come up where if you're not in alignment with Spirit, then you're going to be in trouble. If you are in alignment with Spirit, then all will be fine. Spirit will help you. And so although there's legal issues, it's more than that. A lot of action, a lot not known, a lot underneath. See how she's dressed in black there? That's hidden things coming up, and we'll hear about them in the media, no doubt. All right, looking at the third card for the energies around Donald Trump for June 2020, and which one? That one? Okay, thank you. Closing my eyes now, and what do I see? Okay, this is softer. I've got a baby boy with blue, it's like a border, like I'm looking at a picture, and there's a baby blue border around a frame around this little boy's picture. So this could be to do with Donald Trump's personal life. Just a sec. I'm going to say this and then I'll check. I think it's him. I think it's him when he was a baby and he was left to cry a lot on his own. He should have been picked up more. It's very sad actually. I'm feeling grief. Anyway, so I'll just close my eyes, and have I got that right? Yeah, well, they're showing me now. When I close my eyes, I see a sword. So that's about thoughts and cutting and analysing. So I'm analysing what I'm seeing, and I just want to make sure that I've got that right. The door's open on that, so that means yes. He should have been picked up more when he was a child, because there's a great grief there that has never been healed. Okay, and whether you're pro or against Donald Trump, I would say to everybody to pray that his grief is healed, because this grief is this terrible wound that is influencing him every single day. And so for the betterment of everybody and the country and the world, in fact, it would be much better if everybody could do that. We have the Ace of Swords. I just saw the sword a moment ago. So New thoughts. Okay, I'm particularly picking up new lawyers. It could be 50 new lawyers or new lawyers. Okay. Swords is all about thinking and analysis. This could also be like data technicians or data engineers. These are the people that really analyse the data. They pass the data, that's P-A-R-S-E, and they can draw conclusions from data trends. And so there's a whole lot of new people coming on board in June. See all these new butterflies here? This is new life, new growth, beginnings. Okay, so all about starting afresh. Okay, law. I'm getting law. I'm getting that Supreme Court. There could be somebody coming into the Supreme Court. I don't know how that works. Maybe he's got a new person lined up for that. I don't understand how your political system works or justice system works in America. It's so different compared to the Westminster model that England is based on and Australia and New Zealand are based on. Okay. All right. Shuffling the cards for the energies around Donald Trump in June 2020. And let's just find a card. Okay. Closing my eyes now, and what do I see? I'm in a castle in like 1650, sometime like that, and I see all of the knights, or I don't know if they were actually knights, but let's call them knights, and they've got all their armour on, and they're like battling, like they're getting ready to go to war, and I can see all of their armour, the silver. It's not actually silver, I don't know what it is, some sort of metal, maybe it's iron, but it's been polished. It is shiny. It is a bit shiny. And I see them getting ready to go out to war. I see them riding on horses. That means horsepower, personal power. It's almost like they get their sense of personal power from what they're doing rather than who they are. This is interesting. I see them so proud. I see them on the horses, and it's like, we do this for our leader, or we do this for our country, or they're doing it for somebody else. It's not coming from within them. The power's not in them themselves. So they want to align themselves with this power for some reason, and they think if they align themselves with the power that they get the power somehow. But you know what? True personal power, it comes from within you. And when there's a crisis or something, then you see who the real leaders are. Okay, so we come up with the Seven of Swords. All right, now I rarely interpret this card the way that I'm going to now, because it is the original interpretation from Rider-Waite deck, and that is Seven of Swords. A thief in the night comes and steals something and makes away with something valuable. These are swords. Think back to earlier times when metallurgy was so valuable. Swords were like your livelihood. They were extremely valuable. And blacksmiths and metalsmiths who made swords, that was the new technology, So this is super important, that somebody is, I'm going to say, stealing the data. Somebody is stealing the data. There's a leak. Okay. And the data's been taken off to... Now, let me just say this and then I'll check. I feel the data's going to a foreign power. Somebody's stealing the data and the data's going to a foreign power. It's energy around that. I'm just going to put this card down and I'm going to draw another card to cross it to get more clarification. I feel I'm getting it strong. I'm getting it. It's going, the data's going to a foreign power. See there's tents in the background? That indicates, can indicate travel. It also indicates the clearing out of the chakras. Donald Trump needs to be careful with his abdomen, digestive system is not functioning very well. He could actually have a fair bit of nausea or digestive imbalance and actually feel quite ill. Okay, I don't see it's like anything like serious. It's just more like an upset stomach type of thing. But of course the doctors need to find out why. Okay, so let me pick a card for more clarification. I want to say qualification. For qualification on foreign powers stealing the data. We're going with that card there. Closing my eyes now, and what do I see? I see a lot of colour. I see red. So red is associated with the foreign power. It's a red sort of demon that I'm looking at with black lines on his face. I'll say he, it's really an it. On his face, a big sort of corpulent, overblown bravado. I don't think this is a foreign power that is quiet, put it that way. This is someone quite arrogant. Okay, it's somebody they've dealt with in the past. And the reason we know that is because these reflections here are from the past. The current situation is being viewed at from a lens of past history. Okay, so the foreign power could be Russia, that's associated with red. I'm not sure what colours go with North Korea, but that's also a possibility. And China's associated with red as well. Yeah, and the GOP is associated with red too, come to think of it. But maybe they've got connections. I don't know. Now I'm stepping into my ego there. But all I know is some decisions are going to be made. But the danger is they're made from the relationships of the past history, and I'm not sure that Donald Trump and his and the White House, his team, I'm not sure they know that data is being stolen. Okay, I'm sure someone will tell them. Okay, and looking for the lucky last card to give me an overall view for how June will be for Donald Trump in 2020. Okay, going with that card now, closing my eyes. I see a house. Oh yeah, so he needs a bit of a rest, like to go to the country, or this is a sort of smaller house, not like the White House, but it's a beautiful house and it's in a country area. And yeah, he needs a bit of a rest and some downtime and some time to think. Actually, what I'm just getting now is he's actually getting a bit tired of all the sycophants that are hanging off him, because they're like a pack of vampires. He's not stupid. He knows that they're sucking his blood. But, you know, they serve a purpose. So he allows that because he's, you know, right into this transactional style of leadership. You do something for me and I'll do something for you. So he allows them to suck his blood. But you know what? It's taking its toll. Spiritually, he is drained. Okay, he does have some good news about money or property. Some of his properties could do better this month. Maybe they've been down in the dumps, not doing very well. His hotels, that makes sense actually, because with COVID, you don't get too many hotel guests. Now that everything's opening up, his big properties, see this big property in the background here, are doing better, and money is coming in again. So he's very happy financially. June will be much better for him. A cause for celebrations. She's got the keys in her hand. He could even buy a new property. I don't know if it's personal or not, or maybe his family, through his family, and they put it in somebody else's name because of the conflict of interest laws. There could be a new property coming into the family. There's celebrations, and it's about the solar plexus, the gut. The gut thing seems to have resolved itself by the end of the month, because this is a great shade of yellow and all is happy. So this colour here, this goldy yellow colour, I associate with the solar plexus, and it's about fatherhood issues, self-esteem and confidence. So he's feeling, by the end of the month, he's feeling very confident and yes, he has a win financially. Okay, so he's got two majors, swords, and pentacles. So a lot of thinking going on, decisions to be made, some financial success, and just has to be cautious about the gut issue, but that will probably resolve. Really needs a change of diet, I must say, because the diet that he's got is not helping. Now that's me talking there. I'll close my eyes to clarify that. Yeah, that is right, because what I'm seeing when I close my eyes is that's a mountain for him to climb, and he has to climb that personally. Nobody else can do it for him. Okay, so that's what's come up for this month. We'll see how it goes, and let me know if you think this is worthwhile doing every month, especially leading up to the November elections, okay, which I do think the date could be changed. I know they've already set the date. I don't think it's changed by much. It might be a couple of weeks or something like that. It's, but I do know, and I'm just getting it again now, that there's something happens and there's a push to change the date of the election. Okay, well, let me know what you think, and I have suspended judgment, and I just want the truth to come out as it is without, my opinion. Okay, thanks so much, everybody. If you're new, please consider subscribing to my channel. I would really appreciate that. Don't forget to click the notification bell. But most importantly, have a very wonderful month, and leave me a comment and let me know if this resonates for you. Okay, thanks again, and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.